Hello, everybody, and welcome to German class. In today's lecture, we are going to talk about articles. Articles. So, in today's lecture, we are going to discuss space. We are going to discuss basically accusative articles, right? Accusative articles. Articles in accusative case. This is what we are going to discuss in this lecture. All right. First of all, I would like to discuss with you what is accusative. What do you understand when I say the word accusative? Right. In previous lectures, we have discussed nominative. We have discussed nominative, and this is a new case which is known as accusative. So if I talk about a sentence, if I take any sentence, a sentence has mainly three parts. One is subject, second is verb, and third is object. Right? A sentence is consist of three things only. One is subject, one is verb, and one is object. So subject is known as nominative, right? And object is known as accusative. So if I ask you what is accusative, accusative is nothing. Accusative is a direct object, right? So in a sentence there is one subject which is called as nominative, one is verb, and one is object. So object can be direct, can be indirect, right? So direct object is known as accusative, right? And this is what we are going to discuss. This indirect object we will discuss in our upcoming classes, but so far you do not need to focus here. You just understand this word, that what is accusative. Accusative is an object, and if I ask you what kind of object, then you should know that it is a direct object, right? For example, here I have taken one example here. It says ish kena den man. It says I know the man, or this man. I know the man, right? I know this man. So what is verb here? Verb is know. This is verb. What is subject here? I is subject. And what is object? The man. The man is object. So what is nominative here? Nominative is ish. What is verb? Can is verb. And what is an accusative object? Accusative object is den man. Den man is an accusative object, right? So let's discuss the topic which we were discussing is accusative article. Accusative article, so it has two words. One is accusative and one is article, right? So accusative, we have already understood what is accusative. Now you know it. What is accusative? Accusative is an object, right? And article. Now our topic is article. So if I talk about article, we have articles in English also, and we have two types of articles. One is definite articles, and second is indefinite articles, right? Two types of articles are there. One is definite and another is indefinite, right? So if I talk about English, so this is if I talk about English, so this is the, right? And if I talk about this indefinite article, it is a or an, right? So the is definite article and a or an is an indefinite article. So two types of articles are there. Similarly, we have in German also two types of article, definite and indefinite, bestimmter article and unbestimmter article. So in this lecture we are going to talk about articles, right? And especially we are going to cover up definite articles, right? In next class we will be talking about indefinite articles. All right, so let's start. Definite article, which means the in English, but in German we have a table for it, and this table is known as definite article table. Definite article table, bestimmter article table, right? So you know what is nominative. Nominative is subject. Let's discuss this table. And what is accusative? Accusative is an object. Now here We have masculine. Masculine is male, feminine is female, neutral is neutral, and plural is plural, right? Plural. So dare, four words we have: dare, d, das, and d. And for object we have den, d, das, and d. So what does dare means? Dare means the. What does d means? The. What does das means? The. And what does d means? The. Den, the, d, the, das, the, and d, the. Right. So all the words in this table, all the words, there, d, das, d, den, d, das, and d, all the eight words give you the same meaning. The meaning is the. That is why this table is known as definite article table. Now the point is all words give you the same meaning. The meaning is the. But what is the difference? When shall I use this word? When shall I use this word? When shall I use this word? And when shall I use this word? Although all the words give you the same meaning. But when shall I use this word? When shall I use this word? When shall I use das, and when shall I use the? So if I say the father, if in English I say the father. So the is here. This the. Now for this the I have eight different words. Eight different, but which the shall I use? So I'm talking about the father. Father is male here, masculine. So that means this this answer cannot be from feminine, this answer cannot be from neutral, and this answer cannot be from plural. Answer has to be from masculine only. So either the answer is dare, this the can be dare, or it can be den. That depends whether it is coming in a subjective part or in an objective part. Similarly, here, if I say the mother, if I say the mother, right? So the for the word the, I have eight words from this table. But which word shall I use? I'm talking about the mother. So mother is feminine. Mother is feminine. Hence, I'll be using out of these two words. So either the first D or second D. Now that depends whether I need to use in a subject form or in an object form. For example, if I say the father, the father is uh, the father is the father is 45 years old, right? So this the father plays the role of subject. This is subject. That means nominative. Hence, I'll write der Vater, right? And if I say uh, I I ask my father. I ask the father. Right now, here what is subject? I is subject. Ask is verb, and then the father is an object, accusative object. Hence, this the will be den. Right? This the will be den. So that depends whether this the father is playing the role of a subject, or it is playing the role of an object. That depends. All right, anyway, let's discuss further here. Like here I have written man is intelligent, right? The man is intelligent, right? So for the, I have eight words: dare, second is den, d, das, and then d. All the words in this table give you the same meaning, the. But which word shall I use? I'm talking about the man, right? I'm talking about man. So either there is there or then is there, right? Now I need to check whether this sentence, the man, is subject or an object. The man is intelligent. Here, the man is subject. Hence, I will write there. So, there man is intelligent, right? So, there man is intelligent. Now here, next example for you, it says the teacher knows the man. Now I have two the, one the and second the, right? Two the I have. And as you already know, in English we have just one word, the, but in German we have eight different words. But first, what is subject here? The teacher is subject. What is verb? No is verb. What is an object? The man is an object. What is nominative? The teacher is nominative. What is accusative? The man is accusative. Right? So if I need to write the teacher, the answer has to be from nominative table. Answer has to be either der, die, das, or die. Right? Out of these four answer, the, and this the man is accusative, hence it has to be either den, d, das, or d. Right? Now if I say the teacher, now teacher can be sir, it can be sir, or it can be madam. Right? So let's take it as, uh, in German we say Lehrer is for sir, and Lehrerin is for female teacher. So let's frame a sentence with sir first. So if I need to write sir, then I would write dear Lehrer, the male teacher, right? Sir, dear Lehrer knows, can't. And then the man. Now the man is an object, hence it should be den man. But if I need to write the teacher as a feminine, then I should write die Lehrerin, right? This with in, and article should be with feminine. The madam, Kent, then man, right? So there will be no effect on the man, but the teacher, that depends whether the male or it is a female. Now, just a quick recap what we have discussed so far. The man, if I say the man, it this the can be there, it can be then. That depends the position of the man, right? Like I give you the first example. The man is intelligent. The man is intelligent, and I gave you the second example. I know the man, or the teacher knows the man. Right here it is nominative verb, and this is an object, hence accusative. All right, in exam, what kind of question will come? Like this type of question will come, like fill the accusative articles. In our previous lectures, in our previous classes, we have also discussed nominative articles, right? Nominative. So if you have not revised, if you do not remember of your previous notes, I request you to revise the lecture of the notes of nominative case, and then it will be, the picture will be more clear to you, right? Now in exam this type of question will come, like fill the accusative article. This is type 1 question, and you can also get MCQ question in your exam. Here it says their Lehrer, the teacher. Now I'm talking about male teacher. The teacher, fragt is asked. So the male teacher. How I have identified that it is a male teacher or sir, because here it is written der, right? And the word is Lehrer and not Lehrerin. So the male teacher, the sir, asks the student. The student. Here in English I should write the student, right? So here I'm talking about a male student and not the female student. For female student we have a word studentin, right? In exam it is given student. Now answer has to be from masculine table, and I need to check what article shall I write here. The, which the shall I write? So this is nominative, this is verb, and this is an accusative, hence then has to be then should be the answer, because here student is masculine. And then if suppose if in exam you get instead of you get one more blank here, and you get the word studentin, und, the teacher asked the male student and the female student, then here the answer should be D, right? So that depends the position of the noun. For example, here it says die Frau, the second sentence. Die Frau, the lady, liebt is loves. The lady loves, and then kind is child. The lady loves the child, right? The lady loves the child. Now, child is neutral. child is neutral, right? And if I go back to the table, if I go back to the table, in neutral, in nominative it is das, in accusative also das, right? In both the cases the answer is same, right? So here I should write das because in both the cases answer is das only. But just to give you more clear picture here, the Frau is nominative subject, verb is lived, and this das Kind is an accusative object. All right. Okay, and here one more question for you. It says, ich habe, I have, ich habe, I have. Kuli is pen, nicht not. So I don't have the pen. I don't have the pen. The, I have to fit the, right? So kuli, what is nominative here? Nominative is ish. What is verb here? Have, habe, ich habe, and this is an object. That means here I need to fill accusative. That means answer has to be from accusative. Like answer has to be from this, either den, d, das, or d. Now here, uh, as you already know, that Kuli is masculine in German. Kuli is masculine in German. Hence, answer should be den, right? In As you already know that in German, it is not necessary that all the non-living objects are not not always neutral. Non-living objects like pen, pencil, computer, pen, pencil, computer, or tree. Tree is I'm sorry. Pen, pencil, computer, house, car, speaker, right, table, chair, all non-living objects can be masculine, can be feminine, can be neutral, right? So this we need to learn. This is the the most important part of German, like to learn what is masculine, what is neutral, and what is feminine. That is very very important to understand that. Okay, if you know Hindi, right, the Hindi language, right? If I say book, if I say book, and if I take a word house, right, house, uh, and if I take a word pen, right? So I'm talking about Hindi now. I have a book, it is very expensive. I will say it. I have a house, it is very big. Again, it. I have a pen, it is red in color. So in English, I have written it for book, I have written it for house, and I have written it for pen. I have That means for all the non-living objects. In English, I should say it only. That means neutral. But if I talk about Hindi, it is, if I say my book, if I say my house, and if I say my pen, right? So it will be मेरी book, it will be मेरा घर, and it would be मेरा pen, right? So, and if I say my friends, right, it would be mere, right? So if you know Hindi, then you can see that it is changing. Sometimes I am writing meri, mera, and mere. So I am changing the ending, right? Why? Because book is feminine, house is masculine, pen is masculine, friends are plural, right? Similarly, like my brother, so my brother is mera, and then my sister is Mary, right? So that change because gender is changing, right? Similarly, in German, like this was just an example to make you understand. Like all the non-living objects, it is not necessary. It is not necessary in German that all the non-living objects are neutral. It can be masculine, it can be feminine, it can be neutral, and this thing you must learn. There is no formula for it. So just practice, practice. practice and practice. Only then you will be able to understand. All right, now here, next sentence for you. The next sentence is das Mädchen. Das Mädchen is the girl. Schreibt is writes. The girl is writing the letter. The girl is writing the letter. Now, letter is again non-living object. Now, please do not make this mistake. Do not commit this mistake. Brief is letter, but it is masculine. It is not neutral, right? Hence, answer should be den. This is nominative. This is verb, and this is an object. And object accusative and masculine. So masculine. This we need to learn that brief is masculine. Die Studenten, the students, machen, die Studenten machen, machen is doing. The students are doing. The students are doing homework. The students are doing the homework. The homework. I need to write the homework. Now, House of Gaba is feminine. This I need to learn. Gender I need to learn. Okay, House of Gaba is feminine. Hence, answer should be D. Right? Okay, so I hope this part is clear to you, and now you are aware of it. Then when should I use there? When shall I write D, das, and D, and then D, das, D. So we have learned this article, right? The first row is known as nominative article. The second row is known as accusative definite articles, and the first column is for masculine, second column is for feminine, third column is for neutral, and fourth column is for plural, right? So I hope you must have understood this concept, and if you still have any doubt you may ask, and if not, then viel Spaß, have fun, danke, thank you very much.